Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from Tinaheals.com, and if your sun is in Scorpio, then this is your video. So sun in Scorpio, it's not a very comfortable position for the sun to be in because the sun is diurnal male. Scorpio is nocturnal, passive, feminine. She's fixed water, ruled by Mars in traditional astrology and by Pluto in modern astrology. Pluto happens to be the higher octave of Mars, so there is this sort of atomic, diabolical energy that is associated with both. Pluto being Hades, the ruler of the netherworld, and of course the rape of Persephone and all of that. But I always look at Mars as the ruler of Scorpio because Mars just works so well and so nuanced through feminine Scorpio and so stealthy, so strategic that you cannot ignore Mars as the traditional, as the main ruler of Scorpio. Okay, so let us look at some of the significations of the sun. If we are going to understand the sun sign, the sun is known as light, the moon being the other light. In case you did not know, the sun was hibernating till about 2017, and just this month at the very beginning, the sun woke up and ejected a huge coronal mass, and the scientists were pretty stunned at this, and they have said that the sun could get aggressive. So 2020's been pretty Martian so far, and today Jupiter meets Pluto in Capricorn. This is the second conjunction that they will be having. So this is not a time to make light. This is a time to really pay obeisance to the planetary diamond of the sun, the solar logos, not just the orb that you see, the glowing orb of light that you see that sustains our solar system. But that orb is just a physical manifestation. The solar logos is hidden, hidden from our consciousness, but it exists. So let us, salute that logos. Let us invoke that logos. Sunday is the best day to work with that logos because sun's day is Sunday, Now, looking at some of the significations of the sun is basically the all-seeing sun. It illuminates things. So, the sun not only brings radiance, it brings illumination, right? It is nature's fire and intellectual light, the organs of mental perception. So how we perceive things and see, how the sun rules the head. So how we see, how we grasp a situation, our intellectual capabilities. Okay, it indicates kingship, so our leadership skills. Rule, intellect, intelligence, beauty, how beautiful we are. So sun in Scorpio, scorpionic eyes, very deep penetrating eyes. Motion, loftiness of fortune, ordinance of the gods, judgment, public reputation. Action, authority over nations. So, public office, basically. Being a politician, being a high-level government servant. Okay, authority over the masses, the father, the master. Friendship, noble personages. Honors consisting of pictures, blah blah blah. Now the sun also rules, like I said, the head, the heart chakra, which is green. In Scorpio, you have so much of emotion, so much volatile emotion that you tend to close off your heart chakra. So visualize warm green light, put it here, activate. Your mantras, I desire. Remember, Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac. It is fixed, it is water, it's water sign. It rules, it's negative, feminine, right? And the symbol is broken up into 3. The snake, the scorpion, the snake, and the eagle. Okay, and the glyph represents the serpent. Okay, it's almost like Virgo, but with a sting, with a tail, the sting of the scorpion. Now, Scorpio rules the sexual organs and the organs of elimination. So, having a Scorpio sun, it could mean imbalances to the sacral chakra, addiction to sex, also fornication, even problems during excretion. But you need to understand that the sexual energy is the ojas, the very crux of creation. So to understand and work with this energy is why you have incarnated as a Scorpio sun, right? It's a cold sign, so it's cold, it's nocturnal. The natives are strong and robust, that Martian, thing you can see in a native. Uh, Corpulent body, so chubby body, not very tall, broad visage, broad face, dark and not very clear complexion. That unconscious, you're bringing it up to your skin, you're feeling that unconscious, the darkness. Dark eyes and dark hair, short, thick legs and thick neck. Now, your mantra, as I said, is I desire. So, oftentimes, you do not even need to answer that, like, I desire this. Just say, I desire. Whatever you're meant to attract will just come to you, because the desire in a Scorpio sun is very powerful. The desire to do something, the desire to fornicate is to lose consciousness of the mundane world. So Scorpio is the witch, the sorcerer, the magician, the occultist, the investigator, someone who digs deep for answers and finds them. Is someone who's ready to go to places where nobody else is ready to go to. Fascination with the dark, the macabre. Scorpio is like always, having a Scorpio sun is like finding yourself on crossroads many times. Sun is the father. Scorpio's secrets. Father could have had tons of secrets. But there's a very strategic side to the Scorpio sun. Because of that fixed modality, you understand endurance and strategy. Very strategic. Very, very strategic. Okay, so this crossroads where you find yourself, oftentimes it is where life and death intersect. So you stay in that twilight zone. You understand the energy of the twilight zone. That's why this is the natural house of sex, death, rebirth. So how you rebirth yourself, your Scorpio sun has understood rebirth. If not, you have a lot of pain within you. It is the rebirth that you're not allowing, and that could be the reason for your pain. Now, when you think of Scorpios, they are definitely always trying to improve their situation, Scorpio suns, and always trying to figure out 10 steps ahead. Virgo does that too, but not with the scorpionic stealth. Scorpio is very, very focused, very stealthy. Think of still waters run deep. Scorpio suns understand that. They understand astrology, they understand tarot. This is why the Scorpio sun wants to look at life from different, even healing with psychedelics, because they're great at understanding psychedelics, because psychedelics tend to remove the mundane and take you to different realms of consciousness. And because Scorpio deals with the unconscious. That's why Pluto, Hades, ruler of unconscious, the netherworld, the subconscious, the symbols, the hidden information that most human beings, that nobody really can access, because it is all there as archetypes. And we are experiencing whatever we do not understand, and whatever we are afraid of comes out. It is a shadow. Scorpio understands the shadow principle. Okay, every archetype, like when a tarot card comes reversed. Okay, the tarot card of Scorpio is death. because you have to rebirth yourself once you're born with displacement, having a personal planet to the sun, the rising in Scorpio. You have to understand that death and rebirth are nothing but two sides of the same coin. So it's a very philosophical journey, because Scorpio is the path of discipleship. It is the dark night of the soul. You know, the sign before that is where spirit and matter find balance in Libra. In Scorpio, it becomes the world of spirit and the world of the unconscious. Okay, so there's a lot of course, paranoia, distrustfulness, and just being weary of people and not able to open up. This energy can be there with the Scorpio sun, but you have a tremendous will to live, a tremendous will to survive, not only survive but thrive. I've seen Scorpio suns, no matter how depressed they are, even if they are suicidal, if you put them on the right path and if they start walking the path, no one has more determination and grit than them, and they will persevere. That fixed modality gives them that perseverance. But of course, there's a very prickly side to Scorpio, that sting, that sting of that Scorpio. So that, when you think of it, Scorpio as an armor, like the crab, it has an armor. So it's always trying to protect itself, shield itself, because it tunes into so much, and uh, that they can't express it, and they can be labeled as ice queens. So I hope that helped. Very sexual energy, so libidinal, so wanting to connect deeply. So this has to be balanced. The sacral chakra is right under your navel, above your sex organs. Just, it is of the color orange. So if you have orange foods, or even if you visualize an orange ball in your hand and place it there and meditate and say, I desire, I think a lot of your blockages will be removed. Because oftentimes Scorpio suns come with an ancestral baggage from the father's line. So it's very, healing to discover these generational curses that run through the Scorpio suns. Book a reading. For more clarity, subscribe, comment, share. Check out my merchandise. Speak soon.